Hi, my name is Bella Young, and I'm a junior here at Mercy. This summer, I was able to go on a mission trip called Rustic Pathways, an organization I learned about from here at Mercy. This program was about 10 days long and focused on the community service in the town of La Fortuna, Costa Rica. We slept in a base house in the rainforest where we prepared each night for the next day's service, or LESI, Language Exchange and Cultural Immersion Plans. We spent our days teaching English to local school-aged children ages 7 to 10, building bathrooms for the local schools, and building special education classrooms. Many of the schools were poor and lacked activities for the children, so during our service breaks, we taught the kids card games and played soccer with them, a sport played all over Costa Rica. We also visited a Catholic church with the locals, since religion is such a vital part of their life. On the weekend, we were able to take a break from service, and we all went whitewater rafting in the Sarapiqui River and ziplining over Arno Volcano in La Fortuna. Overall, it was an amazing opportunity to meet new people from across the country who also want to make a difference in the world.
My name is Kaylee Sperling, and I'm a member of the class of 2019 at Mercy High School. Over the summer, I attended a 2-week residential program on the Gulf of Mexico through TIP, a talent identification program for high-achieving high schoolers, though the college I stayed at was the New College of Florida. At this program, I studied marine science and worked on a research project of my choosing in a group. My group decided to study water quality as an influence on seagrass ecosystems. We went to multiple field sites where we collected our data, as well as spending time in labs, doing dissections, and in class taking notes. We also went on field trips and spent a night sleeping over in an aquarium in Tampa. At the end of 2 weeks, my group presented our research project on a poster board.
My name is Holly Lewis, and I'm a junior at Mercy this year. This past summer, I studied at Harvard through the secondary school program. I stayed in Hollis dorm for 7 weeks while I took Introduction to Psychology and Calculus 1. Overall, I got 8 Harvard undergrad credits. Outside of class, I played volleyball, figure skated, and hung out with my friends a lot. We went on many off-campus trips, visiting places like Martha's Vineyard in Provincetown, and going everywhere in Boston from Chinatown to laser tag. I also participated in a program called Summer Servers, where I did service in the greater Boston area. I packed up leftover food from the dining hall, I played music for the elderly at a nursing home, and I got to volunteer at a local art festival. One of my favorite days the whole summer was the 4th of July. We didn't have any classes that day, so my friends and I decided to get up early and go to the beach. That afternoon, we took the T back to campus, showered, and got changed, and then we all went out to dinner at my favorite restaurant, Veggie Galaxy, and watched the fireworks at MIT. This summer, I didn't just get to take Harvard classes. I got to live on the beautiful campus and make lifelong friends.
My name is Bianca LaBelle, and I'm a senior at Mercy High School. Throughout the summer, I attended a 10-day Rustic Pathways trip to Costa Rica that focused on community service in the town of La Fortuna. We stayed at a base house in the rainforest where each night we planned our community service for the next day. We volunteered in the local schools and in a newly built community center. Since we were the final group this summer, we focused on finishing the new community center, which will now act as a daycare, providing free services so that women can have the opportunity to get a job. My favorite part of the trip was the Language Exchange and Cultural Immersion project. Towards the final days of the trip, we planned a lesson with a small group of other volunteers and taught English at a local school to children ages 7 to 10. Overall, it was an incredible experience, and I learned so much from the kind and welcoming people of La Fortuna.
My name is Maria Wesley. I graduated Mercy in 2013. During my time at Mercy, I was often inspired to serve and do for one what I'd hoped to do for a million. In the spirit of Mercy, this past summer, I went on to serve in various sugarcane villages right outside the city of La Romana, Dominican Republic. Each day, our mission team packaged 170 boxes of food items, which often provided hope and comfort to many families. I, along with our medical team, provided medical care to 150 patients per day, some of which had never received any care from medical professionals before. In addition, our team proudly built a brand new church for the citizens of Bate La Pepita and we finished building a kindergarten classroom for the new incoming students at the Joe Hartman School. Quite honestly, every day felt like a Mercy Day to me. Connecting with citizens from various sugarcane villages was invaluable. Our backgrounds and the languages that we spoke may have been different, but we all saw the same loving God in each other.
Hi, my name is Doris. I'm an international student from China studying at Mercy High School. I am a senior. The summer before my senior year, I took a device design course at Brown University. I stayed on campus for 2 weeks. During my course, I created 3D models for my design. I worked with laser cutters and microcontrollers to build a prototype. I also wrote codes for the device. For my first project, my partners and I designed an indicator for colorblind drivers using microcontrollers. I focused my final design project on home intelligence technologies such as Amazon Alexa and the ethics of automation in the future. My research covers the improvements that can be integrated into existing home intelligence technologies and how such devices will shape the social and economic aspects of our society.
Hi, I'm Grayson Barnes, and I'm a current senior at Mercy High School. Over the summer, I attended a 3-week resident program at William & Mary called NIAD. NIAD was a college course that focused on early colonial history. Every day, our class would go on site to a historical landmark or building and learn about the history where it happened. After being on site for the morning, we would head back to campus to discuss the readings and the site we visited. Over the 3 weeks, I visited 25 historical sites, wrote 3 essays, read 500 pages, traveled 1,000 miles, and made friendships that would last a lifetime.
Hello, my name is Abigail Smith, and this summer I worked in Dr. Vicki Abraham's lab under Dr. Mancy Tong, and my project was focused on looking for a correlation between neutrophil infiltration and preterm birth, especially in the case of in vivo inflammation and infection, also known as chorioamnionitis. I actually had some interesting results that Mancy is going to keep pursuing and we might potentially be published. This was a summer that I'm never going to forget, and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to participate in the Discover to Cure program at Yale. I was doing work that most high schoolers don't get the opportunity to do, and every day I learned something new, like how to do an ELISA or a Western blot. I was working in an encouraging environment, and the people in my lab treated me as their peer, not just their high school intern. It was amazing and unforgettable.
My name is Lorenza Inserra, and I'm a junior at Mercy High School.
I got accepted into the FLAIA program, which is the Future Law Enforcement Youth Academy. It is a 1-week academy which focuses on physical training in classes, making us aware of all the fields undertaken by the FBI. The academy took place at Yale University and was supervised by the Yale Police Department and the New Haven Police Department. 13 girls and 13 boys were accepted, and throughout the week, we got to work hand in hand on case studies, physical training, classes, and group projects. We also had the privilege to attend one of Dr. Lee's lectures. He is a well-known forensic scientist who has worked on many important cases throughout the U.S. This was hands down the best experience of my life and has opened my eyes on the career I wish to pursue.
My name is Sarah Jotko. I'm a junior, and last year I spent a month on an eco-conscious adventure trip in New Zealand. I went from the North Island to the South Island and back again. While in New Zealand, we worked towards sustainable outcomes and raised awareness about the relationship between the natural and built environments. While we were there, we saw the most beautiful places, like the natural hot springs on the North Island. My favorite was the Artist's Palette. And of course, we made a stop at Hobbiton to see the set The Lord of the Rings was filmed at. Probably my favorite part of the trip was our week-long trek down the coast of the South Island. We hiked on beautiful trails and on the beach. Another great experience was staying on a marae with the Maori people. They're the native people of New Zealand, and a group invited us to stay with them for a few nights to learn about their culture and ancient history. One of the last places we went was the Southern Alps. There we went to Castle Rock and climbed up the rocks to see the gorgeous mountains. This was an amazing experience, and I made so many friends that I'm going to have forever. I'm so glad that I was able to do it, and it really made an impact on my life.